And today I'm trying out my new mic on Everquest Project 1999. Dark Elf Necromancer. I think I'm like level 33-ish here. Um, it's me and Badger once again. Dark Elf Necromancer, green server, Project 1999. I need to turn off. Hey, it doesn't matter. This mic actually isolates, so you might not even be able to hear other stuff in the room, which is cool for once. I have the TV blared, and you couldn't even hear it when I played it back, so that was cool. Yeah, so we're in Upper Guck, Dark Elf, Necromancer, Green Server, with Badger, who is a Druid, level 40, I'm pretty sure. So I'm somewhere around 32 to 34 here, I think. This was like a week after the Najina, maybe 2 weeks later, so I don't know. We'll have to see what my level is. We'll try to catch it when we can. But yeah, memorizing my spells here. We can skip forward, which is nice, so let's do that while I'm memorizing spells, I guess. I don't know, maybe we'll check this out here. That's probably Dooming Darkness, probably Vampiric Embrace, probably Shock of Poison. What would I put there? Life Tap. This is some sort of pet buff. There's my pet, there's Gate, and there's Greater Shielding. So there you go. That's all the buffs, or all the spells I'm using. Our intentions are to head to, we're going to check and see, is Ancient Crocodile available, which it almost never is, because it drops really good sleeves and leggings for tons of classes, so it's really a good camp to be at. It's a good money camp. I think the worst of the two is worth like 1,000 plat, and then the other one's like 2,000 plat, so as long as you can get the Ancient Crocodile to spawn, you're going to get something good. So, of course, camp check. Of course, somebody's camping it. So, next best thing, I think, would be to go to the main boss of Upper Guck, and that's what we're going to do here today. We're going to start making our way there. I don't know if we're going to make it in this video. This is just like a test video to test my new mic. But part 1 of Upper Guck Ghoul Lord camp. So we're heading to the Ghoul Lord. That's what we're doing here. Maybe we'll make it there. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. But I got all my spells memorized and everything. So let's skip ahead a little bit here. I don't want to make you watch too much boring stuff. Okay, memorizing spells, getting together with Badger, trying to figure out where we're going. That's just, we're trying to invite each other. Getting my spells ready. Buffing, casting Invis on myself. So if you do Gather Shadows in Upper Guck, you can pretty much go wherever you want. There's no undead down in the upper portion. And only, I think, very minimal mobs see through the invis. Like, there may be a couple. I don't want to tell you that none of them can see through because I might be wrong. But, there's like Tau Shaman, like the highest level thing in Upper Guck might be able to see it. Or some named mob, like the Ghoul Lord, might be able to see through invis. But most of the time, 97.5% of the time, you're going to be good if you cast Gather Shadows and keep it on. You can go everywhere in the entire Upper Guck. Once you get to Lower Guck, though, there's undead frogs, and even if you're like kind of close to Lower Guck, there might start being undead. I can't remember or not. So just be careful. If you get super deep, you're going to have to reevaluate that Gather Shadows, the invis. But stepped outside. I don't know why here. We just need to be able to target each other, I guess. I don't know. I'm binding. Okay, I'm binding. So let's get back to being inside again. Trying to get together here, trying to, here we go. Are we grouped up? No, I think I told him to go to a certain camp, and then when we couldn't find each other, I told him just to come back to the entrance. So there we are. There's Badger, the level 40 Druber, the Druid Uber. Like the Uber service where it takes you places because he can teleport. At first, I thought it meant he was just an Uber Druid, like he was an amazing Druid. But then I realized the more I saw Druids offering teleporting services and whatnot, that it's probably Druid Uber, like he's an Uber, a Druber, a Badger Druber. So that's really creative. I didn't even think of that. And then his other character's name is Orent No Rent, because he's a mage, and they make no rent items. So, it's pretty creative as well. I'm, of course, Cinecool on YouTube, just to advertise my channel, but here we go. I'm trying to find the way to the Ghoul Lord, so I don't know. Watch carefully because we get lost a few times. Here's the realist, though. If you want to know where the realist is. The realist is used for something. It's either a quest or some sort of item that a specific class needs, I think. I don't think it's super desirable by every single person, but it's definitely needed for somebody. So there it is, pretty close to the front of the zone, just by the way. Looking around, I'm looking at a map as I do this, but it's really confusing. Upper Guck is confusing because it has an upper, obviously upper Guck, like a top part of Upper Guck and a bottom part of Upper Guck. So there's this ladder where you go down, and that's a whole new area. Like, you got to think of it as two areas. There's the upper part of Upper Guck, and then the lower part of Upper Guck. So if you can't find whatever you're looking for at first, you might want to try to go down that certain ladder. You know what I'm talking about? There's a ladder with like 4 frogs around it, and you go down, and that's right around where the scryer is. The edge of the zone to lower Guck, I think. It's right around there, so you have to go down a ladder with 4 frogs around it. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. Like the room right before it has some planks like going to nowhere. You'll know what I mean. This hallway with the little planks going to nowhere. You'll know what I'm saying. You know what I mean when you see it. Let's skip forward a little bit here, though. We're just looking at the map, I think. Heading back a little bit. Our ultimate goal is to get to the Ghoul Lord and get what's the name of the weapon that the Ghoul Lord drops? It's a paladin only weapon. The Ghoul Slayer or something like that. I can't remember, but we'll see. I'll put it in the title or the description, because I can't remember the name of it. Maybe I can look it up on my phone while this plays in the background. Might be cool to do that, actually, to look up some other information while I do this. Let's see. While you look at me, look for the Ghoul Lord. It's not easy, not as easy as you think. If you know where it is, obviously it's a little bit easier. But if you don't know where it is, and you're looking at a map, it's a whole nother ordeal. Because it just does not, the map is not easy to look at. It's like one map on top of another. And there's a little bit in between type stuff. Let's see. I'm looking it up on Project 1999 Wiki. I want to tell you this information. So this is a room that, like a kind of a hub room also. It goes to many different places. So we're pretty much just exploring Upper Guck. I know I've made a video like this before, exploring Upper Guck, but this is us trying to get to the Ghoul Lord. It's kind of dangerous. I'm invisible right now. If something sees through invis and a bunch of stuff jumps on me, we could be in trouble. Let's look it up here. Let's look up Upper Guck first. Maybe I'll read you the wiki. That could be a good video, right? Upper Guck is a great dungeon from levels 15 to 35 or so. The loot isn't the greatest, although Ghoulbane, that's what it's called, Ghoulbane. Ghoulbane, it's worth 500 plat. And the Ancient Croc are 2 highly prized spawns in the zone. The main problems with the zone are the frequency of trains, which is why it's best to hunt away from the main paths of traffic, as well as the distance from a good bind location. For evil races, this isn't too much of a problem, as Grob is a very short walk away. The spawn time in Guck is about 16.5 minutes, and everything spawns according to this clock. All spawns are standard EverQuest spawns except the Ancient Crocodile, which has a very odd spawning pattern, for which I'll discuss in a separate section. The spawning pattern is you got to kill every other crocodile in that area, and then he's supposed to spawn. I mean, he has a chance to spawn after you do that. The key to hunting in Upper Guck is either staying on the move so you don't get backspawned, or finding a good safe spot to pull to and pull monsters to there. Hopefully a safe room out of the way of trains. Pulling singles is very useful, as is staggering spawns here, but with a 16-minute spawn time, you can easily get experience without doing too much far away pulling. Probably the best groups for Upper Guck are mostly tank groups that can just chew through the frogs. A cleric helps, and a bard is really nice to have, plus you need some way to stop runners. Casters aren't nearly as important due to the lack of dangerous casting frogs. I mean, I don't want to read the whole wiki, but the place we're trying to get is Which never is camped. The Ghoul Lord is never camped, I'm telling you. Even though in that wiki it says that Ancient Croc and Ghoul Lord are the two most valuable camps or whatever. I hope you guys aren't looking at this progress bar this entire time. That's annoying. Well, it is what it is. I was reading. How do I click it off? I think I have to go, like, to the side. I don't know. Hopefully that goes away. There it goes. Sorry for that. Let's check out the Ghoul Lord now. We'll do that next time, because I don't know if we're going to make it to him this time, but I'll read about the Ghoul Lord next time, because we're probably going to do this in parts. This part is going to be getting to the spot, at least. I hope. Here's the realist again, so going around in circles. It's hard to find. Told you this place is a maze. I keep ending back here and at the Necro, he said. So now I'm jumping in the water, trying to look around in the water. The thing I'm doing wrong here is I didn't go down a level first. You got to go down a level first. It's not on the top level at all. You can look around all you want on the top level. You're not going to make it there unless you either go through the scryer room and all the way like through the scryer room, which would be pretty close, or you go down this ladder that I'm talking about. One way or the other. You can't make it there any other way, I don't think. So go forward a little bit. Just lost. Here is the ladder I'm talking about. I almost want to pause it here. I wish I could pause it. Can I? Look at this room right here. That's what I was talking about. The planks. The planks in the room that go to nowhere. These go to nowhere. If you see this, you're on the right track. To the lower part of Upper Guck. So hit play again. Come on. I think I'm just staring at that room. No, that's not where I want to go. Come on. Let's go back a little bit. I want to show you that other room. Here it is. Come on. Sorry, this is probably kind of weird. There it is. The room with the frogs around the hole with the ladder. So I guess I'll just wait this time while I talk about it. But if you see this room, you're on the right track. First of all. Come on. Let's get to it. Come on. So the way to the Ghoul Lord. Find this room. Then find this room. I need to pause this one. See this? The frog gas shaman, the gas warrior. There's a ladder, a hole down. I think there's another frog even over here. So there might not be 4, but there's at least 3. So this is how you get to lower Upper Guck. Not lower Guck, but lower Upper Guck, where like the Ancient Croc is, where the Scryer is, where the Ghoul Lord is, where almost everything is. So you need to find this ladder. That's all I'm saying. Jump down there. There's more in this room, so that's why it's so dangerous. There's 3 up top, 2 down below. Then if you make it here, you're on the right track. So this is the way I think. Okay, this is perfect. This is where I wanted to get to. I was like, if I can find that bridge with the water on each side, I think that's where the Ghoul Lord is. Because I was looking for the fungus, the little fungus area. So I'm looking at the map here, and I'm like, ooh, I need to get there. And now I've found it. This is where I wanted to make it to. So once you see this, you're there almost. So I'm trying to explain that to Badger, and hopefully he figures out where I'm at. Let's go forward a little bit. Oop, I jumped down. I want to show you the jumping down part. So I'm looking to try to figure out where should I jump down. There I see a fungus. It's to the right, though. You want to jump to the right. After you go down the ladder, I told him I think I found it. And then I said, you know how to get to lower portion via the ladder? I think everybody that knows anything about Upper Guck knows what I'm talking about there. To get to the lower portion of Upper Guck, you need to go to that ladder, which I just showed you. And then to get to the Ghoul Lord, you got to jump off right here. Right where you just saw me do it. Let's try to get that thing off the screen again. Fungus soldier, fungus mutant. It's all green to me at whatever level I am, but the Ghoul Lord was not green, that's for sure. I think he was blue. I'm still trying to get Badger with me, but we're almost there. This is like more than halfway to the Ghoul Lord. He's kind of tucked off in the back corner of Upper Guck. Pretty cool where he is. We may not see him in this video. I don't want to make this super terribly long. Maybe like, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm just waiting on him. I'll forward a little bit. Here we go. This is just more of the same area. We got somebody killing down here. actually killing down here. So I did a camp check because I want to make sure. Hey, is Stabio here going for the Ghoul Lord? Just want to make sure. Somebody claimed the Scryer, the Squire and the Scryer. Where's the ancient crocodile? Oh yeah, and watch this in OOC, by the way. It's pretty funny. Room below Scryer, says Sway. I have no idea what that means, but the room below the Scryer? I don't know what that means, but don't know. I was hoping that wasn't the Ghoul Lord. And then Sway says, "What's up, Cinny? Seen a few vids of yours." Oh, and I also wanted to air somebody out, but I might do it in the beginning of a video. Couple people you do not want to group with. Just right here, if you watch my videos and you made it to the 16-minute mark of this making it to the Ghoul Lord and Upper Guck video, I'll give you a couple names of a couple people you do not want to group with because they're big a-hole, camp stealers, jerks, backstabbers, thieves. One is Activa. Activa is an ogre shaman. I'm pretty sure. Definitely an ogre. And loves to steal guards. So I was in West Commons doing the toll guards. I had them split real nicely, killing one at a time, you know. So whenever you're in West Commons or at any guard camp, if you know there's normally 2 guards and you only see one up, that is not your opportunity to pull one guard. That means somebody is camping it. So don't be that a-hole stealer that takes the one guard that somebody else split. Don't think in your brain automatically that I don't see him at first glance. That must mean that this is my chance to grab this split guard that I didn't split myself. My opportunity. No, it's not. You need to look around a little bit more. You need to yell out to OOC, camp check. You need to tell anybody in the immediate area. You need to maybe like make sure that they're not hiding or invisible or AFK for like 2 minutes. There's just the numbnuts in this game has been amazing to me. But this is we're getting into the Ghoul Lord area here. Not much other than the Ghoul Lord back here. This is his area. So this is where we kind of set up shop right around here so we can clear out this area because I did not want to go all the way back in there and un-invis and then have to fight everything back there. So we're going to pool to here and start clearing stuff out because the next room is the Ghoul Lord. So this area is like the preparation for the Ghoul Lord kind of area. So then the next room it like branches in 4 directions to 4 different rooms, and one of them is the Ghoul Lord and the Ghoul Lord PH. So I said, hey, look, there's blues here. You go check. I'm going to stay back because he is like level 40 and I'm like level 33, 34. Might want to start video back at banners. I'm already recording, so I don't know. We say taking Lord. Just to make sure, like last call, hey, we're taking the Lord. If somebody's like in there right now and they just didn't see the OOC, they could say, hey, I'm in here right now. I missed your camp check. Sorry. That's what they could say. But of course they didn't. Because nobody's back there. But anyway, back to Activa, the terrible guard-stealing ogre. So yeah, they were totally split, and I was sitting right there, so there's no excuse. And I wasn't in Viz. And steals one of my guards that I split. Activa was like 5 or 6 levels under me. I was like level 39-ish, and she was like level 34-ish, something like this. The guards are like level, I can't remember. But anyway, takes one of them while I'm sitting there. I like to break them up. I like to have them split pretty good. Like, I'll let one stand there for like 5 minutes sometimes, just to make sure I have them nice and split. So sometimes there will be one guard up for 3, 4, 5 minutes max. And it's because I'm splitting them. And I like to let it be so I can go AFK for 4 minutes if I want to, or 5 minutes if I want to. And I'll set a timer for 5 minutes. I'll come back, kill the guard. The other guard will spawn like a minute later. And then it stays up for 5 minutes. I set my timer, kill it. You know what I'm saying? Over and over and over. So steals it. Then was a huge a-hole in OOC because I'm like, hey, I'm sitting here camping this and you just took one. She was like, I don't care if it's a dude either. It sounded like a chick, like a Karen. This is the main room, by the way, where the Ghoul Lord is. I don't know why it froze like that. He said if this is it, he isn't up. So I'm like showing him where the PH spawns, which is right there, where that shaman is. I was kind of scared because I was in Viz. Anyway, enough with the... I need to start talking about the Ghoul Lord area. So anyway, Activa stole one of the guards, was a real a-hole in OOC about it. Said I shouldn't even be there anymore because I'm too high of a level, which it wasn't true. They were blue. And, yeah, stole one of the guards right in front of my face. And then, yeah, the other person was Cartoon, who I thought was cool, but is an Ixar monk, I think. He was kind of cool. We were, like, emoting back and forth. Like, we were kind of friendly at first. And then, while I was killing the dwarves, and he was killing the toll guards. So I, like, went AFK for, like, 3 minutes. Because, like I said, I'll kill both dwarves. I'll split them. Then I'll have one standing there for, like, 3 or 4 minutes. Then I'll kill it. Then the next one will spawn, like, a minute later. I'll let him stand there for 3 or 4 minutes. And then I'll kill him. And then the next one will spawn, like, a minute later. And I'll keep doing that. That way I have 3 or 4 or 5 minutes to go AFK if I want to, instead of killing them every time they pop, It's not... That's annoying. I like to be a little bit of AFK if I can be. So, one of the 3 minutes that I was AFK with one dwarf standing there, he stole one while he was killing the toll guards. Then he was going to try to lie about it, but I seen the body over there, and I'm like, I see the body right there. You're going to say that you didn't kill it? And he was like, oh, sorry, man, you want to have one of my guards? I'm like, no, bro, just, you can have the dwarves too, because this is annoying. Nobody wants to sit here and have anxiety about someone stealing their camp when they're sitting right there, splitting them. There's only one up. Like, it's super duper obvious. If there's normally 2 standing there, and there's only one, and there's like a necro nearby, or a shaman nearby, or a mage nearby, they're probably killing them. One's not just gonna drop dead from a heart attack, and then there's your chance. This is my opportunity. No. Just a little thief, a little jerk, and I thought he was cool, so that's almost worse. At least Activa was a huge a-hole right up front and never went off of that. Cartoon was actually kind of cool for a minute, and then sneakily took one of my mobs, and then tried to lie about it. So I don't know which one's worst. Just watch both of them. I'd recommend not even grouping with Activa, and watch Cartoon like a hawk if you're going to group with him. But anyway, here we are. We're trying to break up. We're trying to, like, clear this area. Where do I want to get to here? This is like an hour and a half of footage, so I want to at least get a few out of this. But this is the Ghoul Lord area, and I think I'm going to stop it here, actually, so I know where I stopped at. But getting all set up to start clearing this area and make our way back to the Ghoul Lord. So anyway, like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. I hope the new mic sounds good. That would be amazing, because then I could do more on PC. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.